feeling low.
Hey there, lemon babies, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. That means I'm in school to be a registered dietitian and am not one yet, just so everybody knows. We are gathered here for another installment of MLM Top Fails, Health, Science, and Nutrition Edition. And here we watch multi-level marketing distributors straight up show their behinds on social media to show their terrible products. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz and a bit of dry sarcasm along the way, hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand. I would truly love to have you here. All right, without further babbling, let's make some lemonade. Okay, so this first one is a Prove It distributor sharing some inaccurate information about ketones, and it gives me hives. It's like a minute and 40-second clip, and what she's actually doing is she's answering questions via like the Instagram story, like the question box thing. So I'm gonna stop after each question and offer my commentary because I have some commentary.
Great question. No, you don't have to work out while you're drinking ketones. I do recommend, like, when you have the energy, because you'll get a boost of energy when you're in ketosis, to like use that energy, go on a walk, play with your kids, like move your body, but you do not have to work out immediately after taking ketones. The keto kick shots that I use that comes in the best bundle, I like to use those as a pre-workout, but they're more of like a nootropic cognition boost. So they have caffeine, they have ketones, they have nootropics, amino acids. They're like perfect for like BCAAs, like right before a workout, but you could just use it as like a super quick like boost. You don't have to use it as a workout tool. But good question.
Okay. Something that I noticed that a lot of Prove It distributors say about ketones is they believe that ketones give them energy. Physiologically, that's not the purpose of ketones. I've talked a lot about what ketones are and ketone production in the body. Plenty of you watching this may have seen those videos, but I do want to offer an explanation because it is relevant to this video. So, really quick science lesson. Ketone bodies, aka ketones, are substances that are made by the liver during times of fasting or extreme starvation. So despite what keto zealots like to say, your body and just about every cell in it prefers glucose as an energy source. But when you go too long without eating, as in fasting/starving, your body has to find a way to make glucose to use for fuel since you're not giving it any. Enter a process called gluconeogenesis. And put really simply, gluconeogenesis is basically reverse glycolysis. And in short, glycolysis is basically the process where your body is breaking down sugar, glucose, into its simplest form of energy so that your body can use it. Depending on whether glycolysis is anaerobic or aerobic, the result can be either pyruvate or it can be lactate. I just way oversimplify that, but just so everybody knows. So anyway, gluconeogenesis, the word broken down, gluco means sugar, neo means new, and genesis means the beginning. So in short, gluconeogenesis is making glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. You're making new sugar from sources that do not come from carbohydrates, because generally your body gets its glucose from the carbohydrates that you eat. But remember, if you're fasting/starving, you're not eating any. So usually in gluconeogenesis, the medium that your body uses to make alternative glucose is fatty acids. Gluconeogenesis can also happen during a prolonged ketogenic diet, and also it happens at night when we're sleeping. When we're sleeping, we're not eating. And just because you're asleep doesn't mean your body shuts off, right? Your body still needs energy for basic functions, and so that's what gluconeogenesis is for. So once gluconeogenesis kicks on in the liver, the byproduct of the breakdown of fatty acids is ketone bodies, aka ketones. The three main ketone bodies are acetone, acetoacetate, and beta hydroxybutyrate. These ketone bodies are what your body uses as an alternative fuel source in the absence of glucose. And this is what's important to understand. Ketones are an alternative fuel source. They're not an additional fuel source. Class dismissed. Copy that from Dr. Ids on Instagram. I'm not gonna regularly say that class dismissed thing because that's his thing, but I just felt like I wanted to say it just now. You guys should really follow him. Anyway, so when Prove It distributors go on and on and on about, oh, the boost of energy that they get from ketones, I'm almost 100% certain that it has to be the placebo effect, because physiologically, that's just not what ketones do. So she said she uses this thing called a keto kick shot as a pre-workout. So let's take a look at it real quick. Also, if you don't know what pre-workout is, it's basically a type of It's basically a type of dietary supplement that just punches you in the face with energy within a few minutes of you taking it. A lot of us have probably taken pre-workout before. I have. There's probably thousands of brands of pre-workout on the market. The dietary supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So, just about every dietary supplement company, especially the ones that are like in the fitness space, they have a brand of pre-workout. Generally to give you this Alpha. You okay, baby? Alpha's staring at the wall. She's just sitting in the corner. Like she's put herself in timeout. Why you put yourself in timeout, baby? She's so cute. And she turned to look at me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you while you were staring at the wall. All right. So usually these pre-workout supplements just have a crap ton of caffeine or simple sugars just to give you that really quick surge of energy that you feel. And then they usually have other things in them too, like sometimes pre-workouts can like make you feel all tingly and jittery. So this keto kick shot that she was talking about, I guess it comes in this one flavor called lemon drop. Okay. It has 100 milligrams of caffeine, but I looked at the ingredients list and it also has D-beta hydroxybutyrate. Now remember, beta hydroxybutyrate is one of the 3 main ketone bodies. This one is D-beta hydroxybutyrate. Listen, that's a chemistry thing. I do remember that like D and L, and there's different configurations. Like sometimes the D and the L can mean a different like chemical configuration of the compound. Listen, I've told you guys like in the last 3 videos, I'm bad at chemistry. I studied biology, okay? Biologists are bad at chemistry. Chemistry people who have been recruited into my downline, please correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm pretty sure that D refers to the chemical configuration. I think that's what you guys have told me before. Anyway, it's still a derivative of beta hydroxybutyrate, which is one of the main ketone bodies. So after looking at the ingredients here, I feel like the ketone, just the hydroxybutyrate, I feel like that is pointless in this. I just explained this to you guys. Ketones don't offer your body more energy. They offer your body an alternative source of energy. In my opinion, Prove It has gone so hard with the whole keto trend. I really think that they just put exogenous ketones in all of their products just because it's part of their gimmick. Like, it doesn't matter what the product is. I think all of their products have at least one type of ketone body in them. Like I said, I think that's just, they only do that just because it's their gimmick. Like, even if it's not doing anything. And this is a situation where I don't feel like it is. The thing that's giving you the kick is probably going to be that 100 milligrams of caffeine. So there's also amino acids in this. She said they are BCAAs. If you're not super into the fitness social media scene, a lot of influencers go ape shit over BCAAs. Let me explain to you what they are real quick. BCAA stands for branched chain amino acid. They're called that because of their chemical structure. They have a branched chain structure, so hence the name. 3 amino acids make up the BCAAs. They are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. So generally, if you're drinking a BCAA supplement, doesn't even matter what dietary supplement company it's from. If you're drinking a BCAA supplement, it probably has at least these 3 amino acids. I mean, it should if it's calling itself a BCAA supplement. Now, the thing about BCAAs is that, like all dietary supplements, most people probably don't need them. I see influencers constantly go crazy over BCAAs. They spend so much money on them. They guzzle like 2-3 scoops every single day. But you know what? If you eat animal products such as meat and eggs, you already get BCAAs, as well as all the other essential amino acids, because BCAAs are 3 of the 9 essential amino acids. Maybe you don't eat animal products, but you consume soy products, legumes, and nuts. BCAAs are also naturally in them as well. So they're very widespread throughout a variety of foods. Anyway, she said these keto kick shots had BCAAs, so let's look. And no, they don't. It has the amino acids tyrosine and theanine, which are both amino acids, but they are not the branched chain amino acids. They are not BCAAs. Fail. All right, so she's going to answer one more question, so I'm just going to finish the video.
Another great question, and I am actually going to drink a protein right now. So the difference between the regular NAT ketones and the pro ones is the NAT ketones are what you want to drink twice a day for optimal ketosis, right when you wake up and then in the afternoon. If you tend to feel like a little midday slump, that's when you want to have your second decaf one. 2 of them is for optimal ketosis. That'll keep you in ketosis like the whole day. You can also just start off with 1 if you're just starting out, but the protein one is ketones and amino acids, which convert to protein in your body. So that one helps with muscle preservation and fat loss. I like to use it as like a post-workout kind of shake. You can add like avocado, and you can add like milk and berries to it and make it more of a meal replacement if you want. Or you can just drink this with water and it will not break your fast. So this will deepen your ketone levels in addition to the other ketones as well. And it'll lower your glucose, but this also has the amino acids. So that's the difference. Muscle preservation, protein, and ketones.
She just said that won't break your fast. Usually consuming anything is breaking your fast. All right, so I have more words about this one, this nonsense. So based on some quick research, it looks like this Pro is just a protein shake, while the regular ketones, I guess, are just more of like the fruity mix. Also, I just want to say that this protein drink, it only has 6 grams of protein. That is the sorriest excuse for a protein shake I have ever seen. I just realized I'm drinking this, and a lot of you guys will probably be like, the f are you drinking? So this is called a premium demi-tasse. This is actually from Japan. My mom and dad live in Japan, and they frequently send me and my husband just like boxes of goodies. This is actually coffee. I have no idea what's in it. The label is completely in Japanese, and my translator app did not help at all. I do know it's a type of coffee, and I had this when she and my dad came up to visit in December, and I had one and I was like, wow, this is really good. And my mom was like, well, take a picture of it, and next time I send a box, I'll give you some. And they sent us a box last week with 6 of these. So this is what this is. All I know is that it's coffee and it tastes good. Anyway, a couple things about what she said. She said that the amino acids convert to protein in your body.
But the protein one is ketones and amino acids, which convert to protein in your bodies.
No. Got it backwards there, honey. It's actually the other way around. When you consume protein, the protein is converted to amino acids in your body. Put really simply, the purpose of human digestion is basically to break down the food that you eat into the simplest possible form to make it easier for your body to absorb. Carbohydrates ultimately break down to either glucose for immediate usage or glycogen for storage. Proteins are broken down into amino acids. Now, I just oversimplified all of that like a lot, but you guys get it. So no, amino acids do not turn into protein in your body. Proteins are turned into amino acids in your body. Got it backwards, honey buns. Fail. She also said that this protein drink lowers your blood glucose, which I'm pretty sure is a health claim. Unfortunately, I forgot to save this clip to my Instagram. I just screen recorded it. But this needs to be reported for false health information for sure. I'm going to try hard to find this person's page so that I can actually report them, because that definitely needs to be reported. Anyway, she said it lowers your blood glucose. Yeah, no. First of all, on the product information page, it doesn't say anything about blood glucose and the effects that this might have on blood glucose. As a nutrition student and someone in school to be a registered dietitian, I have not heard of a food that directly lowers blood sugar. I have heard of foods and diets that can help manage your blood sugar, but not a food item that actually lowers your blood sugar. Maybe what she meant was blood sugar management, but that's not what she said. As far as things that go on inside your body, it's the hormone insulin that lowers your blood sugar, which is secreted by the beta cells in your pancreas. Also, as a reminder, I'm not a licensed healthcare professional, but even if I was, I know that you know that was not medical advice. Okay, so let's move on to this next one. And this next one is actually gonna be the last one. This MLM Top Fails is only gonna have 2 fails, but you know it's bad when there's only 2 fails, and this video is probably gonna be close to half an hour, maybe even a little more. So this one is going to be us discussing a product released by the multi-level marketing company Plexus. Plexus is, in my opinion anyway, just another run-of-the-mill health and wellness multi-level marketing company. As usual, the reps say that their products are revolutionary and do X, Y, and Z. No, they're not, and no, they don't. Same old paradigms we see from dietary supplement companies, especially multi-level marketing dietary supplement companies. Weight loss products, gut health, detoxing, blah, 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 blah. So Plexus has a program that was released fairly recently, within the last year, I think. It's called the Plexus Reset, and it's just a 3-day cleanse or detox, aka you're basically starving except for eating Plexus products for 3 days, and they call that a reset or a cleanse. Oh my god, that's so original, and we've never seen anything like that before ever. So I do want to thank the person who sent me all this information about the Plexus Reset. I don't know if they want their name shared, so I'm not going to. But this person actually sends myself and a few other content creators who also make anti-MLM / anti-scam content Plexus stuff. Thank you very much. You know who you are. So I have a video clip, and then there's some pictures. Let's start with the video. And warning, it's very cringy.
To the stage, one of our top selling Reset and Gold developing brand ambassador, Diamond Brand Ambassador. First of all, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
How are you doing so far?
Great. Absolutely wonderful.
And aren't you thrilled to be here?
Michael, I am so excited. I want to say thank you to Plexus for caring about science and integrity. These systems have helped to keep my business growing, and now we can boldly share with the world. Because the truth is, I did lose 5 pounds in 3 days. And now I can say it publicly and still stay within the Yes for Success guidelines. And guess what? It wasn't just water weight, which is even more motivating to continue and do again and again as part of my routine for managing my weight and maintaining a healthy gut microbiome. And I know that some might be thinking, well, won't the weight just come back after I finish Reset? No. The great thing about Reset, combined with our other products like Triplex and our other weight management systems, is that you experience this wonderful mindset shift. You don't feel quite as hungry, and you have this new outlook on your daily routines. It makes those next steps easier to say yes to. How many of you know what I'm talking about? And with Reset, I've seen such a great change. This system engages new and existing customers with a supported fast that helps to prime your body to get the most out of all the Plexus products.
Yes, Melody, that's exactly right. You hit it right on the head. Now, we all know that it begins with a healthy gut. That's everything. And the impact a healthy gut.
Okay, it just kind of ends there. This was a Facebook video that was sent to me. You guys see that laugh react at the bottom there? That was me. I laugh reacted to this because I thought it was funny. All right, so like I said, she was talking about the Plexus 3-day reset. Let's talk about it really quick. So the Plexus 3-day reset is, according to the website, quote, a nutritionally supported fast that helps reset your metabolism, end quote. It includes 3 days of Plexus dietary supplements, which include but is not limited to bone broth, whey protein, and Plexus snacks, which based on the promotional video, some of those snacks look like turds. It's interesting to me that they call this a fast, because generally fasting means complete or almost complete absence of oral intake, which pretty much always means food, but sometimes, depending on the fast, it can also mean beverages, liquids as well. Now, I'm not going to get into a super long-winded thing about fasting. I've expressed my evidence-based thoughts before about fasting for weight loss or optimizing health. In short, it's not necessary to achieve health or weight loss. Plenty of studies have demonstrated that you can achieve pretty much the same results from a calorie deficit. And cue the fasting zealots typing away at why I'm wrong. Anyway, all that aside, it's still interesting to me that they call this a fast while providing so much sustenance. Granted, it's not a lot because it's just protein shakes, and we're gonna come to see, because we're gonna look at the, this thing is clinically backed, and we're gonna look at the study. So we'll come to see that it's just 500 calories a day, which is awful. So it's not a lot, but even so, it's interesting to me that they call it a fast while still providing you with so much food. Also, there is no such thing as resetting your metabolism. This is a marketing term that is rampant in the diet/weight loss/dietary supplement industry, and it's frequently used to promote things like cleanses or detoxes. Your metabolism doesn't stop just because you eat a cheeseburger. Your metabolism doesn't stop just because you drink a glass of wine or have some pizza. There is not a Control-Alt-Delete restart for your metabolism. This is absolutely ridiculous. If you are a carbon-based life form, then your metabolism doesn't stop just because of a certain food that you eat, although it does stop when you're dead, but it doesn't stop from eating a cheeseburger. So back to the clip we just watched. A couple things. Plexus cares about science and integrity, I think is what she said.
I want to say thank you to Plexus for caring about science and integrity.
So this is a big deal for a multi-level marketing company. This reset is clinically tested, which sounds super fancy, right? I have a lot to say about I have a lot to say about the study, and we're going to take a look at it in a minute, but I want to finish talking about this clip we just watched. This chick also said they're playing now, the girls. Hey, mommy is creating. Lady said she lost 5 pounds in 3 days, and no, it wasn't just water weight.
Because the truth is, I did lose 5 pounds in 3 days. And guess what? It wasn't just water weight.
First of all, how do you know it wasn't just water weight? The only way you can know that for certain is to measure your body composition, which can be time consuming and expensive if you really want accuracy. And it's not really worth it if you're doing a stupid 3-day crash diet. So I highly doubt that she knows for certain that the weight that she lost was not just water weight. She also made a comment about the program offers like a mindset shift or something like that, and it motivates you to continue to do it again and again to manage your weight.
And guess what? It wasn't just water weight, which is even more motivating to continue and do again and again as part of my routine for managing my weight and maintaining a healthy gut microbiome, is that you experience this wonderful mindset shift.
First of all, if you have to do it again and again, that's a pretty clear indicator that this is not sustainable. Managing your weight should not involve doing a crash diet, which is what this is in my opinion, and you will not convince me that it's not. If you go to a licensed healthcare professional and you are discussing steps that you can take to manage your weight, 100% money back guarantee that they're not going to recommend that you do a 3-day crash diet. And if they do, then I just really feel like they should be reported to somebody for that. What an actual professional is probably going to tell you to do is just regular exercise, eat a balanced diet that involves a variety of foods, standard fare. She also said that the weight doesn't come back, like you won't regain the weight back.
And I know that some might be thinking, well, won't the weight just come back after I finish reset? No.
I highly doubt that. When I was researching for this video and I saw Plexus reps talking about this thing, they really try and frame this thing like a cleanse or a detox or a reset. Well, I'm really glad you two are getting along, but you're being pretty damn loud. They really do their best to market this and frame it like it's a cleanse, it's a detox, it's a reset, you're resetting your metabolism, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, this is a crash diet. They don't have you eating anything except Plexus products. And it comes to, like we're going to see in the study, about 500 calories a day. Now, if you're an adult eating around 500 calories a day, this will ultimately result in weight loss because you're eating at such a steep calorie deficit. And because this is not sustainable, after you complete this reset and return to your normal pattern of eating, you will probably quickly regain back any weight you lost. And I am prepared to offer you a money back guarantee that you will regain any weight that you lose. Something else that she said that stuck out to me is she said it primes your body to get the most out of her products.
With a supported fast that helps to prime your body to get the most out of all the Plexus products.
What the f does that even mean? So I want to talk more about this study now. Here's a screenshot that I was also sent via email from this person in Google Drive. It says Skidmore College Clinical Reset Trials. Hashtag get better feeling research. So I guess these are the results of this clinical trial. So let's talk about it now. I found the study online and I will link it below. It is posted to clinicaltrials.gov. It's titled Evaluating the Short-Term Effects of 3 Days of Caloric Restriction / Intermittent Fasting Using the Plexus, or I think that means reset, program on anthropometrics, metabolism, markers of cardiovascular health in overweight / obese men and women. Something that I found a little weird is that this study referred to this program as intermittent fasting, which intermittent fasting is different than regular, like a regular typical fast. It's like a timing thing. And based on the information from Plexus, this is not an intermittent fast. It's also worth noting that this study is posted to clinicaltrials.gov. This is a free service offered by the National Institute of Health. Generally, you have to pay to have a study published to NIH and have it peer reviewed. It's not a cheap process. One of my friends is an environmental engineering student. She's in the process of working through that right now. It's very expensive to do. Clinicaltrials.gov is a free service, so I believe that means you can pretty much just post, you can just post your study. There's also a disclaimer at the top of this that says that confirming the safety and validity of this study is a responsibility of the sponsor and the investigator. So basically saying it's up to them to determine the safety, efficacy, and stuff like that. So my opinion on this study, as someone who has read hundreds of scientific studies and who has had to complete multiple academic literature reviews, including one in progress right now for one of my classes. I see several weird things about this study. This trial. First off, it's called a clinical trial, but it had no control group. It was organized as a single group intervention. A control group is important in clinical research because it helps to establish causation. And basically the purpose of a control group is so that you have something to compare the experimental group or the treatment group to. How do you know if something works if you don't have anything to compare it to? I also noticed that this trial had inclusion criteria, which only includes those who are overweight or obese in ages 25 to 65. Now, overweight and obesity are common in the United States, and 25 to 65, I think it's a pretty wide age range, but regardless, still not everybody meets the criteria. There are plenty of people that I saw online shilling this that did not appear to be overweight or obese. Now, I know it's a hot button issue to draw conclusions from just looking at someone, but you know what? I did it anyway. The point I'm trying to make is I saw a lot of people with pretty small bodies doing this, so, you know, whether it was designed for them or not, I don't know. But based on this study that a lot of these reps are now using to shill this program, this trial was just observing how this reset affects people who are overweight or obese. So just something I noticed. Also, about the hypothesis for this study. The study investigators hypothesized that this 3-day reset would induce weight loss, change anthropometric measurements in body composition, and may improve indicators of cardiovascular health. And you know what? I agree with this hypothesis. When an adult eats 500 calories a day, which is what this intervention called for using the Plexus products, they're gonna lose weight. Any adult who eats 500 calories a day is gonna lose weight, with or without Plexus products. And that kind of plays into the no control group thing. I bet, or I guess I should say I hypothesize, that if this study had a control group and that control group was just eating regular food, but at an extreme deficit, they were eating 500 calories of just regular food without Plexus products, I hypothesize that they will likely get the exact same results as the 500 calorie group using the Plexus products. I believe the results would be the same. I also agree that there would be a change in anthropometric measurements such as waist circumference because, you're barely fucking eating. On top of all that, when you barely eat anything or eat nothing, it will also likely result in a decrease in your blood pressure, which is an indicator for cardiovascular health. So I actually agree with the investigators' hypothesis. Now here's what's weird. The results of this study were not posted here. I tried looking for them other places online, but I couldn't find anything. Okay, so update. Between filming this video and right now while I'm editing was only a few days. But as I was editing this part of the video, I decided to hop back on Google and try and find the results again. And I actually found like the full article of the study. So I will link it below, and here it is right here so you can see it. And in here, they actually published the full results. So it is true that they don't publish the results to clinicaltrials.gov, but I did find in the full write-up right here, they do have the results in here. Yeah, I just wanted to share that because this video is treating this like I didn't see any results at all. And at the time of filming this was true, I hadn't. But I just want to let you guys know, and to be as objective as possible, I want to let you guys know that I did find the full study here, including the results. So I will link this full study below so you guys can take a look at it. And something that's also worth mentioning is that in the conclusion of this study, they said that the Plexus 3-day, blah, 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 may be a viable method for weight loss and, all the other stuff that they were evaluating, but more research is needed. And on clinicaltrials.gov where it's posted, they did not post any results there. They didn't post any quantitative data, any numbers. They didn't post any statistical analysis. I did see under outcome measures where they wrote changes in weight, and then underneath it said change in weight assessed. I wonder if that was them, if that was their own version of sharing results, but they didn't go into any detail. So if we look back at this screenshot that I was sent, this screenshot offers quantitative results, aka numbers to show, but I can't figure out where this person got these numbers from. These results are not listed in this study, or at least they're not listed on clinicaltrials.gov. So to conclude my thoughts on this study, I'm not convinced. Did you really expect me to be? It's also highly flawed, isn't it, Stormy? Yes, it is. Can you guys believe that this dog is not adopted yet? It's kind of unbelievable. We've had her for 4 months. This is our foster puppy, for those who don't know. She is up for adoption. She is adorable, and she is a rambunctious little tyke, aren't you? Yes. You're trying to market yourself, and you just bit my face. Look at her. So aggressive. She's actually turning 1, I think, next week. Aren't you? Aren't you? All right, get down. I'm almost done, okay, baby? So yeah, one of the biggest flaws in this Stormy's biting my toe. She's biting my big toe. So again, yeah, one of the biggest flaws that I personally found in the study is there's no control group. Okay, so I love a good scientific peer-reviewed study, obviously. I don't think this study is peer-reviewed, but it is technically a clinical study. The thing that I have an issue with is for the uninformed consumer that is not very adept at interpreting scientific data, they hear clinical trial or clinical study, and that sounds really legit. The other thing I really just don't like about multi-level marketing products, about like MLM products undergoing clinical trials or studies, is that it gives reps a lot of firepower to be able to just legitimize their products and the company. Because now these reps are out here saying this 3-day reset is clinically backed, it's clinically tested. And that makes the product and the company seem more appealing because it makes it seem like, oh, they did their due diligence. Wow, they actually tested their product. And then boom, the uninformed consumer falls for it hook, line, and sinker. As a student of nutrition, someone who holds a biology degree and a future healthcare professional, I appreciate and value science and the ethics that come along with that science. In my opinion, using a clinical trial to make your MLM product seem more legitimate screams terrible ethics for several reasons. I don't have to sit here and explain to you guys why the multi-level marketing business structure in general is just unethical. The FTC warns people about warning these things and even compares them to illegal pyramid schemes. What makes a scientist, what makes a science professional want to kind of like back a multi-level marketing product? I assume it's money. I assume the motivation is monetary. But I don't know. Yeah. So that's Plexus's clinical trial. Also, just so you know, just because you lose weight on a crash diet, that doesn't mean your body's detoxing. It just means you ate less food, and because you're a carbon-based life form, because you're a human, it resulted in weight loss. These people will be out here making you believe that, oh, I lost 5 pounds in 3 days, so that means I detox. No, it just means you ate a significantly less amount of food, and that resulted in weight loss because you're a human. Okay? Just FYI. Okay. I think I'm done here. I went off on a little rant, a little unscripted rant. And also, I think because I'm a masochist, I see a Brianna tries a Plexus 3-day reset in my future. I'm sure it will be so much different than the Beachbody 3-day refresh. In conclusion, I think I already concluded. Try to keep up. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you made it to this point, comment. If you made it to this point, comment Stormy. Why not? And also, I got to remember to link her adoption stuff below. So if you see her and you think you want to add her to your family, don't be afraid to apply or at least reach out and ask questions. Thank you very much again for watching. I really appreciate it. Like if you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content just like this. And I will see you all in the next one. Queen Lemon, over and out. Put Alpha out of the room because they were just being too loud. Here you are. Good big stretch. I see your gross carpet in here. We're planning on ripping it up, so we don't really care that much about it. Finally finished painting the walls and taking down that horrible wallpaper. This is not the video for it. I'll post that to my second channel. You two want to say goodbye? All that ruckus you two were making. That's Onyx. He's upset because he wants to get in on it. As you can see, Stormy plays well with other dogs. Yes, baby. Oh, what a pretty girl. Can you say bye? Bye, Alpha. Bye.